It's good. I got a fucking malt from
Bro, Five Guys?
Mm-hmm.
I've had these
Five
earbuds
Guys
for
is
5
milkshakes,
years
man.
now, and they
Those
suck.
stuff are...
You know what, Five Guys, you have the option to put freaking bits of bacon in your shake?
Bits of
What?
bacon in your shake?
Yeah.
What?
Yes. Yeah,
That
that's
is
an option.
strange.
I saw that on their
Like,
menu,
no.
like, a while back.
Okay.
Never knew that.
Guys, I don't know. Okay, our title is One Hot Weekend, because why not? All right.
In the Valley of the Sun.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, we're live.
Oh.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Are we
know
now?
Yeah, I didn't even press the live button. We were just already live, I guess, Mikey.
Whoopsie daisies.
Whoopsie daisies.
Jaden, get your face in the middle.
What do you
He's
mean,
here.
get my face in the middle? You're a middle.
That's I'm on the end.
That's kind of sus, though.
Oh, yeah.
Are we gonna be good with the 6 of us?
I got my Ryan Blaney T-shirt.
I mean, if you want, I can leave.
My Tangle Dance
but
headphones.
if it's too much.
Okay. Zach, what do you think?
Sakura Sterno.
Zach?
Zach.
This is quite a predicament, Mikey.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Body armor.
Yeah, this
is
is
good.
this is what we were waiting on.
Yeah. Whoa.
I mean, we're live, guys. So
Wait, are you eating
Yeah,
food?
we're kind of live.
Is he eating spaghetti?
Are you kidding me?
I
I could have kept eating my lollipop.
I
You-
have cheese.
You could have.
Homemade spaghetti. My mom is the goat.
Yes.
Love that.
Hell yes.
Mom's
I love your
spaghetti,
mom.
knees heavy, arms are sweaty.
Let's do 6. Whatever. We already went live with 6.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right
down.
then.
Yeah, my bad for starting it too early.
Yeah,
but
screw it.
nonetheless, here we go. So
6-man
welcome to the NASCAR. Oh, there we go. Welcome to the NASCAR Amino podcast. This is episode 26, and today we are going to be going over lots of stuff, including the championship weekend, silly season news as always, and then we'll be wrapping it up with some end of season superlatives that Zach has lined up. So, to get started, let's have some introductions. We got Seth Peters, pending no Wi-Fi issues occur.
Yeah,
We got-
I guess.
Yeah, we got Caden Bishop,
Boo.
Caleb Marinelli,
Honestly.
5 Guys. It's good.
Tanner Campos,
What up?
Zach Stern, who's eating spaghetti, so we won't bug him, and then you got me. Who cares? All right.
Hi.
So, what?
Advertisement with body armor.
Eat
All right.
spaghetti. It's good.
You just steal his line.
Don't use Bluetooth. It's broken.
He did, but it's okay because it's Italian. All right.
Well, I mean, Raising Cane's isn't Italian, but that's besides the point.
Spaghetti is.
Raising Cane's isn't Italian. It's right fucking here.
Everyone's always got the canes.
All right.
Body
So,
armor.
All right.
to begin today's podcast, we are firstly going to go over some amino stuff as always, starting with Seth Peters. Got any amino announcements?
No. I'm just planning on making what I use. Hopefully we can get a Survivor Season 3 out eventually by Daytona, but we'll see. Otherwise, I got really nothing.
All right, how about you, Caden?
The Breakfast League of Champions opener is around probably the week after Thanksgiving on NASCAR Amino Network, I believe. Also, actually, Hipster Turtle. It's coming out sometime. Yeah, we just have to wait for a certain Italian and a certain college student to coexist in the same universe at the same time. But be on the lookout for those two things. That's all I have to say, Mikey.
All right. Speaking of Italian,
At the moment, I don't really, I think, have any specific announcements.
are you
so
sure
we would-
about that?
Yes.
Anything.
Okay, Tanner.
The first 2 blogs of Year Rewind are out. Go check them out if you haven't seen them. And the next 3 will be coming out within the next 3 days.
Oh,
So stay tuned.
Epic. Zach.
Truck race for the pole closes November 15th. Make sure to get your laps in. I think you should expect an AELMS race this weekend. And for the MLNCS itself, expect the duels to be out next weekend.
Ooh. All right. As for
Spicy.
me, A-Rock, not this next weekend, but the weekend after, we will have the Daytona premiere, where we have 7 new incoming drivers, including Nick Nelson, Brian Leon. I don't have a pre-prepared list. It's kinda
Donlin.
rough. Donlin.
Isn't it 5?
Kyler Scott.
Seth Peters, Kyler Scott, Guy Speed, and Dylan Jones. Those are the 7. We did it. All right. But yeah, you're looking out for that. And I believe that's it for all the Amino announcements that I can think of. So let's transition right into our first topic, which we'll quickly be going over the Columbia Sportswear Truck Series at the Dover International Speedway. And our man Tanner Campos stole a win from Justin Ricci in the most terrifying fashion ever, and he is left heartbroken while
Whoa.
Tanner is left with a smug look on his
Whoa!
face. Hey
Justin,
Tanner, I'm
the
gonna have
battle for a
you.
Miss League win continues.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you just kind of recap what you saw.
So I was running in second place, right behind good old Justin Ritchie, who's trying to claim that first Miss League win. And I was fine running in second. I feel like I wasn't going to catch that 12 truck anyway. Then he started slowing down for some reason, and until I saw Chris Black coming down the racetrack, he left the high side open, and I just drove right by, just like I did back in Indy when I took the win away from him in the Brickyard 400 in the Miller Lite NASCAR Cup Series. I basically took another one away from him. It was a wild race, but big props for Justin Ritchie. He's coming so close to that victory, and a great work by Brand for putting out this amazing race.
Dude, Justin Ritchie is like, oh, so close so many times. Anyone just like surprised by just like how close he comes, and he just like keeps choking it.
He should have a dub by now. He'll have one real
I
soon,
am
though.
very happy about this. You know, I am not
I'd
trying to be the
hope.
last really active member to get a Miss League win, Mikey.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Any other last comments before we move on to real life races at Phoenix?
I managed to choke that one straight up. Don't forget that I led the most laps in that race and then got straight up passed with about like 10 to go.
I sucked ass.
I lost 4 spots in one
I
corner.
got wrecked by Sydney.
I went from 15th to 1st.
I almost flipped the bitch.
And I got 26th, I think. Quite a fun
Yeah.
time. How about we move on to whoopsie daisies. Hold on a second. There we go. All right. The NASCAR Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series finale. So, quite the race. Sheldon Creed on new tires with a 2-to-go restart overtime. Got it done. Brett Moffitt decided to stay out on the late race caution, leading to Sheldon Creed
What a
getting new
choker.
tires and just passing them all. Seth Peters, what do you think?
Well, going into that race, I made a prediction that Sheldon Creed would win that race, and well, let me just say he kind of did. But Brett Moffitt late into the race, I thought it was over. I thought Moffitt had the championship. It was a sealed deal. Done. Pack it up, everybody. But then that caution came out, and then... Wait, did I say the right driver or did I say the wrong driver? But never mind. And then Sheldon Creed just came out of nowhere, pressed Brett Moffitt, and totally destroyed the field and won. Let's go.
Yeehaw.
Anyways.
Caden no longer has his camera on. By the way, just want to point out, Caden, we had a chat request, and you must obey the chat. As you are on the NASCAR Amino podcast, you must obey all chat orders. NASCAR Fireball just said, put your mask down, buddy.
I'll be back.
20 viewers, guys. We just need 20 viewers.
Get those 20 viewers
20,
in here
just
right now.
20 and the mask comes off.
What'd you think of the truck race?
The truck race? The truck race. The truck race was kind of fucking stupid, not gonna lie. You know, I went into this truck race. I went into the whole weekend thinking it'd be a great couple races. You know, short track. It was. I don't know why people think Phoenix is a good. It was boring. It was boring. And then the only way it wasn't boring was after the final restart, and it still was kind of stupid because you know Sheldon Creed exists. But that's really all I have to say. I really hope they, after next year, they don't go back to Phoenix because I just don't like it as a championship track.
Before I move on, Tyler, if you're watching this stream right now, please not Tyler King, my roommate Tyler. If you're watching, please say something in the chat. Caleb, go.
Man, you know, overall, that race was one of the uglier truck races I've seen. I kind of knew from early on, watching drivers pull away, that the only thing that was really going to be the saving grace for the race was a caution coming out late in the race, and lo and behold, 4 laps to go. Dawson freaking Cram. Like, after the race being absolutely dominated by Brett Moffitt, who's been real silently consistent all season, it just ends up with a simple pit call deciding the season. And in the end, Sheldon Creed had the speed, and now he is the champion. And I could not be happier.
Well, are you happier than Caleb Tanner?
I'm a big fan of Sheldon Creed, and the truck race on Friday was kind of smooth. It wasn't a typical wreck fest, but it was a pretty good, smooth race. The championship 4 contenders each had a chance of winning. Several of them were up, majority of them were up front until that late race caution with Dawson Cram, when both the veterans, Brett Moffitt and Grant Finger, stayed out, while the youngsters of Sheldon Creed and Zane Smith stayed out and played the right move. They got their way to the front while the veterans went on a major decline. And in the end, Sheldon Creed, the man I call Shaggy, and now he has the swag. And he's got championship number 1 in year number 2. So what a year. What a year in the truck series. And congrats to Sheldon Creed on winning championship number 1.
And I just want to say, first of all, Grant Enfinger. God damn it. So bad for Grant Enfinger. Oh, that truck was on rails
Joker.
the last
He didn't
25
choke.
laps of that race.
Joker.
That truck was flying. It was easily the best truck on the track. And then the caution comes out. Creed and Zane Smith, who destroyed everyone in stage 1, but then got screwed over by a terrible pit crew that had been costing him all year. But
Wasn't Infinger's truck better because he was on fresher tires?
He was better off on
No.
worn tires, to be honest.
no, they made adjustments to make it better.
Yeah.
And then the caution comes out late, and I'm like, oh my God, Zane Smith has a chance. But nope. Had to be Sheldon Creed bulldozing the entire field once again like he bulldozed Todd Gilliland.
Imagine not going low enough.
All right.
Never
Imagine
forget
not
Justice
blocking
for
the
Todd.
bottom.
Imagine existing in the truck series. Except
What's that
Christian Eckes.
supposed to
Christian
mean?
Eckes is the GOAT. I love Christian Eckes.
Okay, I'm trying to. We're just gonna move on to Xfinity race now, since I need to adjust some stuff in the podcast settings real quick. So,
Okay.
let me just do that. So if Seth is here, Seth, are you here, buddy? If you are,
Yes, I am. Yeah.
all right. So how about Austin
Talk-
Cendrick beating
talk
Justin
about
Allgaier to win the championship in the very end? I know there's at least one very passionate fan on the podcast crew of Austin Cendrick.
Let's go!
But we're just starting with
Let's
Seth.
go!
Boo!
Go ahead, Seth.
Austin
Alright.
Windrick! All right.
Anyways,
That race was the epitome of everything that Austin Cindric had done to become a better driver over the season. Like, just the progression that he's made from 2 years ago where he wrecked everything in sight. He could not do anything right. Nothing went his way. No one even considered but it entered him. Everyone wanted him to stay as away from the Cup Series as possible, and everyone hated him as yet another pay driver. Go from that to 2 wins and an almost four berth last year to now 6 wins, a regular season championship, and most importantly, the 2020 Xfinity Series champion. Austin Cinder
Stupid.
awesome this year. And as far as those of you that say that it should have been Briscoe, I got something for you at the end.
Oh yeah, just wait.
Oh, you want to
Just
go,
wait.
Zachy?
Yeah.
We can throw hands in this podcast, Zach.
No, as a fan of Chase Briscoe, I will say Austin Cindric was deserving.
No!
okay. Am I supposed to go next?
Yeah, it's pretty much free discussion at this point.
Yeah.
Well, I thought the race was good. I mean, for a Phoenix race, I mean, the truck race was fine. I mean, the last part of it was pretty boring. But the restart was good. But this race was, I'd say it was pretty exciting throughout the entirety of the race. I thought the fight between Allgeier and Cendrick was great. It sucked that Briscoe just never had the car, but he was probably the third best car. Justin Haley was just never a factor whatsoever, which really sucks for him, but, you know. And I'm happy Austin Cindric won. I'm glad I got a prediction right. And, yeah, woo.
Tell you what, Seth is real. I don't know where he got his predictions from, but he nailed them all on the head pretty much. Well, Caden,
Yeah.
I want to hear your thoughts.
Like I said before, every race this weekend was boring because, Phoenix sucks ass, but, I just wish Stuart Haas or whoever the fuck owns Chase Briscoe, I've heard like 3 different names, knows how to run a race team and give their championship 4 driver good equipment for the one race that matters out of the whole season. But, we have to sit here and acknowledge the fact that full bias here. I don't like Kevin Harvick, so fuck him, but a 9-time winner didn't win the championship. Zach, I don't want to hear your stupid playoff system.
Caden, hold
I don't want
on.
to hear your
Hold on.
stupid
No,
playoff system.
Caden, seriously.
Caden.
He will show you something right at the end,
Chase
and it's going to
Briscoe.
debunk this whole
Chase
thing. You'll see.
Briscoe is the best NASCAR driver to ever exist in the history of the sport. He is better than Jimmy Johnson. He's better than Dale Earnhardt. He's better than he's better than everybody because he's the GOAT. Thank you very much and good night.
Anyone else want to add on to that?
You're full of shit.
Oh God.
I
Basically.
don't want to hear it, Zach.
Oh, jeez.
The race itself was kind of what I expected was going to happen. As much as I was rooting for him, Haley really wasn't that much of a factor at all. Just didn't have anything for the other 3. Briscoe was dominant early on, but after a while, he just kind of faded, then brought out the caution toward the end of it. I knew a caution was going to come out real late in the race, and I thought that was just the end of it for Cendrick, but he did what Moffitt didn't, went down pit road, and ended up playing out perfectly for him. And once again, Justin Allgaier comes up that short of a title. But you know what? Cendrick's a deserving champion. He's a legitimate champion. He is your champion, and you all have to accept it.
I just want to acknowledge
Hell yeah.
how great a crew chief that Ryan Wilson is. because Brian Wilson has done this several times. Like, I remember for Cindric's first win, he pulled Cindric down pit road, and no one could believe he did. Oh, how could you do that from the lead? And Cindric drove back through the field and won the race. That's this guy just nails it on nearly every judgment call. He made the call to stay out when Allgeier pitted because and that would have worked perfectly. Allgeier couldn't get by Cindric. Then he had the extra set for that final caution, and he put him on, and Cindric won the race. Just an excellent crew chief.
Confidence in his driver. That's all it takes.
Yep. What a smart guy.
Yeah, but Chase Briscoe's still the GOAT, so.
Gotta hate it for Justin Allgaier. I mean, he just keeps coming close and so close, and he just keeps... He was so close. He was side by side right at the line with Austin Cinder to start the last lap. And, well, you can't really hold off a 22 car on fresh tires.
Close is not going to be
He
enough.
might have had a shot if he wouldn't.
Right moment.
Yeah, he would have maybe had a shot if he didn't let the 22 to his inside come to the white flag. That's really what ended it right there. As soon as I saw Cendrick get to the inside, I knew, it's over. This is Cendrick's title.
Then the question
so
was
close
whether
again.
And then the question was whether Cendrick would let Gragson win or he'd try to take it himself and look at himself.
Gragson should have door slammed him and gave his teammate the championship.
Missed opportunities. No Gregson.
Well, if you think Caden's upset now, just wait, because we're gonna go on to talking. We have a problem. I updated the wrong graphic, Mikey. Well, never mind that. We're talking about the Cup Series finale now, where Chase Elliott, the man, the myth, the legend, fan favorite of the Cup Series, got the championship, his first ever in the series. And man, what an accomplishment. Father-son duo, third one ever to mark this historic feat. Sorry, my articulation of words is pretty bad today. Let's just go to Seth. What are your thoughts?
The third driver to win a championship under the age of 25. I think that was what you were looking for.
Sure. Seth is passed away, Mikey. Oh, never mind, he's back.
Oh, I'm here. Sorry. Yeah. So like I said, the Xfinity and Trek races, I said, they were pretty good, And I had hope for the Cup race. I thought, man, I wasn't excited for Phoenix, but those two races were pretty decent. I just want to see how this one turns. It was bad. Boring. Nothing happened. The first stage, granted, all four drivers were in the top four, and it was really scary. But everyone was like a second apart, and there was no passing. It was just, and then nothing in the rest of the field. Nobody else had a fast car, so there was no interesting development of any other driver. There was nothing to say at all. Like, Kevin Harvick was never a threat. Bowman was never a threat. Heck, even nobody else.
Why you pick on Bowman?
Ryan Blaney showed up out of nowhere, but that's not it. Nobody else was there. It was just basically Joey Logano throughout the entire first stage, and then Chase dominated this. Well, Joey dominated the first half of stage two. Chase took the lead, and then Brad just passed him at the last second. And Denny was never a factor. And then Brad's pit crew screwed up bad, and Chase won the championship. And, I woke up the day afterwards, and I'm like, oh, yeah, Chase Elliott won a championship. And I woke up today, and I thought to myself, oh, yeah, Chase Elliott won a champion. I don't know. It's just really,
I feel
I'm happy for Chase Elliott fans, but,
I feel like for a lot of us, it still has yet to sink in that Chase Elliott's won a championship.
Yeah.
It does.
What was? And you want to know what's the funny?
Chase Elliott.
We were all talking like in the weeks coming up to this, like after the Larson signing, that Hendrick did not have that 2021 was going to be the first time since 1993 or something that Hendrick did not have an active championship champion, their roster. That just went out the window.
Oh, Mikey. First off, we're gonna start this off with my name is Caden Bishop, and Chase Elliott is an ass, but that's besides the point. So I really don't know how to feel about this because going into this race, I hated Chase Elliott. Like I still have a distaste in my mouth towards Chase Elliott. I don't know why. I've just never liked Chase Elliott. And I was like, if Chase Elliott wins the championship, I don't know what I'm gonna do, Mikey. Oh no! And then
here we are now.
after the race, I was looking at my my father's Facebook page, and I was looking at some old photos from the races, Mikey, and I found 3 photos of me with Chase Elliott, and I don't know why. I know those photos existed, but somehow by looking at those photos, I was like, I don't think I can be mad with Chase Elliott being the champion, Mikey. Oh no! Oh no! My anyways.
Dang.
Anyways.
Rather unfortunate.
I think it's deserving. But it's whatever. For the people who say he's going to go out and get the championship next year, he must be high. I mean, he has a chance, but then again, everybody has a chance. I don't know. It's just meh to me. It was a boring ass race. Stupid ass champion.
Was it stupid?
Stupid! It wasn't stupid. Don't take that from my mouth.
I don't know. It was just boring. I came into this race thinking, why would they change it to Phoenix of all places? And then it just got boring. I feel like I'm motherfucking Chase Briscoe pulling my mask up every 3 seconds. It was just boring. That's all I have to say. Like that's all it was to me. It was boring, single file racing. Nobody can pass each other.
All right, Mr. It's Still 2020, Caleb Marinelli.
Just wanted to get this out of the way. Thank God it wasn't Joey. Okay, anyways. I'm going to go to the exact opposite route of Caden. That race was proof that you don't need drama and cautions and big wrecks to have a good race. It was just quintessential NASCAR. I've been saying this since the race actually happened. It had everything you would have wanted out of a finale. Only the top 4 drivers were really competitive in that race. Obviously, stage 1, as I expected, Joey kind of pulled away with it, but he didn't have a long-run car at all in the race. Then stage 2 rolled around, Chase's car came in, and then we had that epic battle between Chase and Brad for the stage, which was just amazing. 43 to go, Chase takes the lead, and that's it. Just absolute storybook ending with Jimmy Johnson finishing right there in 5th and everything in his final race. Just, I'll be honest, I'm not even a Chase Elliott fan, and I was tearing up when Jimmy went up side by side with him when the race finished. I'm
shaking and crying.
That was emotional. That really was emotional, and it's what NASCAR needed. The passing of the torch, and I'm glad I got to witness it.
No,
I'm gonna let the rest of you guys talk about it now.
Couple more minutes.
Passing the gas.
My turn.
I departed.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. The Phoenix Championship race for the Cup Series was pretty good. It was a normal, typical Phoenix race. No cautions spread out through the entire race. And the championship 4 contenders were all together, but Denny Hamlin kind of wasn't really the factor in the entire race. It showed that the 11 team was not prepared for this race, and Chase Elliott was left battling with Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano, and Brad's crew kept holding him back every opportunity he had, basically letting him fight through adversity throughout the entirety of the race. And then Joey had a strong car alongside Chase until passing him with 40-something to go, and then Chase never looked back. He fought through the adversity, came at the right moment last week, and then came at, like how Zach made a post on NASCAR Amino a few days ago about a Game 7 moment. He had that Game 7 moment that mattered the most and captured career championship number 1 while getting the torch passed from Jimmy Johnson,
I wouldn't call it a Game 7 moment.
I mean, true.
He did kind of lead the last 40 laps of that race with no competition.
I know.
He kind of like led like not like at least like 95 of the last 100 laps. Just think, they totally had a game 7 moment.
Yeah, but anyways, while there was a champion, there were some farewells. Jimmy in his final race, going out how he wanted. A 5th place finish, the best out of the non-championship contenders. That's a better way to go out. Chad Knaus, crew chief in possibly his final race alongside any driver at Hendrick Motorsports. Got a 9th place finish with William Byron, who he helped mature into the man. And then Clint Boyer having a solid performance, getting a 13th place finish or whatever.
14th,
but decently good
14th
ending for him. And
for the 14.
while Matt didn't really get the send-off he wanted, people will still respect him no matter what. So
25th, damn it.
Yeah, not a good day for him, but we'll miss all 4 of them. Hope they enjoy retirement because this season ended with a perfect ending.
Dang it, Cade.
Carter, are you highlighting me?
Yes.
Yeah, Carter.
Whoopsie daisies.
Jeez. Can we just acknowledge how defying LA is going to be next year if Chase is going to run like that? Like they already said that they had the ECR Hendrick Alliance at least partly intact for this race, and it produced a dominant car at Phoenix. Like, just like if the alliance been fully formed yet, and it's already producing results like that, Chevrolet is going to be a force to reckon with next year. They are going to be scary.
They're going to be dangerous. They're going to be really, really dangerous.
Chevrolet has a legitimate shot at winning the manufacturers championship next season, honestly. Hendrick Motorsports as a whole is back too.
Yeah.
Chase Elliott ending the season with 5 wins. Bowman finishes 6th in the standings. Byron and Jimmy weren't relevant, but they both close out the season with top 10 finishes. Just a lot to be excited for if you're a Hendrick fan. And hopefully the fact that Kevin Harvick sucked ass at his home track is it's signs of better days for me.
Before we go on to the next top, what?
I think you still have the Xfinity thingy up on the thing, the graphic.
That was intentional. He screwed up the cup graphic,
so
remember?
I accidentally
Why?
brought in a graphic from last or 2 weeks ago's podcast. So yeah, now we're on to a silly season headline, which is Justin Allgeier getting re-signed to Junior Motorsports. So Justin Allgeier, back with the number 7 team for the 2021 season. I guess going to go another shot at redemption that he just keeps going for. Well, Seth, thoughts?
Yeah. Just an Allgeier re-signing. Not that really surprising. I kind of expected it. If Junior Motorsports just got rid of him, that would just be weird and uncalled for. But yeah, we'll just see what Justin can do. Maybe he'll try to get the championship, but I highly doubt it with all the young talent moving through the Xfinity series. We'll just have to wait and see. And Austin Cindric's going to be back next year, so I mean, I don't know. We're going to have to just wait and see. And Briscoe's out of there, and so is Ross, so the field is wide open.
Well, Ross Chastain's
Wide
not
open
talented.
is the field. Shut up, Caden. I hit the talking stick. Yeah. So, yeah, Justin Allgaier, woo. He kind of choked the 2018 championship from himself, and he kind of choked the 2019 championship as well. And now I guess the 2020, 3 for 3. Let's see what he can do next. Whoop-de freaking do.
As a former Justin Allgaier fan, before Chase Briscoe got to the Cup Series. I think this is a good move on his part. I didn't see anywhere he can really move in the Cup Series if he were to move up. I didn't think they were gonna let him go or anything. That's kind of weird, but he's probably gonna remain as my second. He's gonna move up to my second favorite Xfinity driver. He was my third for the past couple of years with Tyler Reddick and Chase Briscoe existing. But I think he's gonna have a good season. I expect him to get at least to the round of 8, if not the championship 4. And I think there's big things ahead of Justin Allgaier.
Yeah, if JRM would have kept Michael Annett and got rid of Allgeier, there would have been a serious issue. Yeah, this was the right choice. I don't see why they don't bring back Allgeier. I'd say at this point, barring any catastrophic event similar to the likes of what Gragson had this year, I'd say Allgeier should be a lock for the Final Four next season. Maybe has a shot at Austin Cendrick. I know he gets hungrier for a title every year. So, yeah, he'll go out there and try to finally get that elusive championship.
It was a good move for JRM to re-sign Justin Allgaier. He's basically the veteran on the team. He has the experience. He's a team leader. He almost came close this year, and he'll basically be in the Xfinity Series until the day he retires. But he still has many opportunities to get that championship. And while he did fall one spot short of winning the championship this year, he's still got many more headed in his way. But time will tell is when he'll get that elusive championship that continues haunting him.
Hey, Zach, before you talk about Allgeier's being resigned, Tyler was just Tyler King was saying, or asking how your food was earlier.
Delicious. This is pasta with meatballs and arrabbiata sauce.
Wow, Tyler, you don't want to know how my body armor tastes? I see how it is.
Oh, yeah, Tyler. You don't want to know how my water tastes? Man, I can't believe you, Tyler.
It's all Tyler's fault.
No, one. Yeah, but everyone cares about pasta. No one cares about your water. Water sucks anyway. It puts out fires.
I know, right?
Oh, okay, buddy. That's where you
I hate when that happens.
I would have had beef with Junior if he signed Annett and got rid of Allgeier. That's for sure. Allgeier is definitely good for the team. He's a team builder. He's a good. I mean, he's not that good to Noah not that good with Noah Gragson, but we're gonna. Hopefully, he can bring them another championship. I don't see anything with Cendrick next season. I think if anyone has a chance of contending with Cendrick next season, it's him. I don't. Allgeier's wrong side of 30. He's not gonna. I don't see him improving next season, especially with whoever. I especially see like Haley getting better. I see Cendrick obviously being the driver in the Xfinity Series, but
Hey, Zach.
we'll see. But we'll see. We'll see how it works.
I have a question.
What?
Did you just say Justin Haley has a better shot than Justin Allgaier?
Yes.
That
Are
is
you
probably
crazy?
the stupidest thing I have ever heard on this.
Stupid!
You continue to surprise me every week with these predictions, Zach.
You should. Justin Allgeier can win at Richmond, Dover, and Phoenix. That's it. Justin Haley can win at the plate tracks, at Bristol, at Martinsville.
Huh?
He's a good short track racer.
He has like.
Where's the wins? Where is the Xfinity wins?
Bro, Justin Haley won as many races as Allgeier this season. Just saying, and he was more
At the
consistent.
Super Speedway.
Daytona, Talladega,
Still requires talent.
Daytona,
I mean,
Talladega.
that is very true. It does require
Just-
talent.
Yeah, Justin Allgaier had 8 DNFs this season. Don't tell me he was all that great.
It's checkers or records.
In a lot of races, he had race contending
Yeah.
or win contending speed. Yeah, let's call it that.
If you
Yeah, the
you can
good one,
you can
12
have race
points.
contending speed, but it doesn't matter if you wreck out every time. Austin's
Oh, jeez.
freaking Riley Herbst had speed in a few races. Doesn't change the fact that he sucked ass.
That's Riley Herbst. This
See,
is
there's
Also,
just
you
Herbst
counted
got
out Brandon Jones.
we could debate
Brandon
the whole
Jones.
Justin Haley and
Speed in a
whoever
few
else
races
all
doesn't mean he
day.
didn't suck
But we
ass.
got to move on here. We're going to move on to Ryan Priest. He is being re-signed back to the number 37. I was confused because people said it was a shock, but I expected it. So, I mean, I guess I wasn't paying attention too much. But, yeah, he is returning for the 2021 season. Yeah, Ryan Priest, Mr. 30th in points, starting with Seth.
Yeah, who? Honestly, this season he has been nothing but honestly Ryan Priest's 2020 season, man. 2019, like the Daytona race when he dodged all those freaking wrecks, I was all like, hey, look at this dude. He's pretty cool. And then he finished decent in the points. He like 26th or something. Some crap, I don't know. Meanwhile, Buescher was like top 20 in points. So I
29th
always
was his
knew that
points
Ryan
position.
Oh,
Yikes.
Dang.
this year? Yeah.
Yes, 29.
I mean, and then like when Buescher did that great, so I was like, okay, Ryan Priest, you're a rookie. I'll give you a benefit of the doubt. And honestly, you're probably in the worst rookie class I've ever seen in my life. Matt Tifft, freaking Daniel Hemrick, and himself. And
Damn.
and then this season, this season, man. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Like, I think he finished last more than JJ. He might even beat freaking JD McDuffie's record. Oh wait, no, that's not. It's Joe Nemechek's if he keeps this up. Like honestly, it's honestly possible at this point. Like, I don't know, man. Like Kansas, when he hit the wall, I realized, dang, Daniel Suarez might finish top 30 in points. That would be pretty smexy, not gonna lie. But you know, he just had to get a few good finishes and pass Corey LaJoie at the end and finish 29th. But yeah, Ryan Priest getting re-signed. Like really, like they could have gotten like any other driver, but whatever.
Jamin Dinger.
Is Ricky Stenhouse confirmed back to the team?
Yes.
He is.
Yeah.
He has a 2-year deal.
All right. Is it my turn, Mikey?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, this team is called JTG, but I think they should be called Wrecked Bucket of Fuck based on how this year went. Let's see here. I don't know what happened, Mikey. After last year's rookie class being probably the worst one in history, 2 drivers being gone after their rookie season, and the other one sucking ass their second season. I don't even know anymore, but that's besides the point. I don't think there's anybody else they could really sign to this car unless they go get fucking Justin Allgeier or something like that. But Corey LaJoie. But I think he just we'll see how he does this year, and I think that'll decide if he deserves to be back next year. But he just needs to learn how to stop wrecking race cars, you know.
To be honest, it's not. This isn't anything against Ryan Priest necessarily, but I'm not in support of this. Like, Ryan Priest is definitely not a bad driver. He had time driving for JGR and Xfinity, and I think if he would have maybe gotten a ride down in Xfinity somewhere, gotten some more time to develop, even over at like SHR, he could be a candidate for the 4 in the future. You never know. It would have been better off for his career, but he just hasn't been. It doesn't help he hasn't been with a necessarily good team in Cup, but it's been historic levels of bad so far. So I don't know. I think this could have been a seat filled by LaJoy while Priest got time to develop, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Caleb on that. The move was just too iffy, and the rumor itself was kind of. We went a little overboard with it because it was hyped for so many months that we said that Priest was going to be gone after the season, and boom, he's back next year. But yeah, he didn't really have the best. He showed a lot of regression this year, and literally the only big moment he had was literally crashing hard at Kansas. There was not too many bright spots from him this year. He regressed 3 spots in the point standings, but maybe he can probably show some improvement next season. But his development is kind of at this point missing. He's going to have to run with this opportunity as long as he can because his career's on a short lease as we know it. And at this point, it's either doom or bust at this point for Ryan Priest.
One thing that you guys are not bringing up, which makes sense, is the story is Ryan Priest. But and as far as bright moments go, he did contend for Talladega. So he did have a few bright moments. Although he also had a few klutz moments. Why the hell did he pull in the pit road over from the second lane? I don't know. But what I want to know is where the hell is Trackhouse's charter coming from? Because it's not coming from GoFast. It's not coming from Germain. Those are the 2 teams that are scaling back or gone. As well, it's not Levine. It's not Levine. It's not the second Spire charter. It's
Joe Gibbs Racing.
it's not.
Bye,
not
MTJ.
And now we know. And now we know it's not. Now we know it's not TG Doherty Racing. So, what teams are left that it could be?
I will say
the only teams that it could possibly be at this point are like
Front row?
Rick Ware and like Team Penske.
Reum Brothers Racing. Wait, what?
No, but
about that,
I will say, I believe when that tweet that Pockers put out about talking with Rick Ware, he said that he expects 3 to 4 cars. Doesn't know yet if it'll be 4 full-time cars. So I would say that it's most likely Rick Ware, but I mean, if it's not, I really have no idea. It's got to be from there. He doesn't know at this point whether he'll be running a 4th car. Maybe he'll just run that one without a charter. Is maybe what he's getting at.
And we know for a fact that Trackhouse has a charter. We just don't know who it's from. I mean, I don't think we ever got direct confirmation that it's not the second Spire car. Oh, I think no, we did. Spire.
We
said
did.
That they
It was from Spire, and I know that Rick Ware had kind of a connection to Spire in a few ways last season, so I would just assume that it's from there. Hell, it could even be from Starcom. You never know.
Please let it be from Starcom. Jesus
Quinn
Christ.
Alf is out of here.
Get Quinn Alf
the human wrecking ball himself.
Shouldn't have fired Landon
Gavin
Castle.
Grant would
They
be happy.
immediately give Quinn half a full-time Spire ride over LaJoy.
I mean, he drove for Spire last year.
Quinn Half to the 98 in Xfinity.
God.
You could in a truck ride.
He wouldn't make the playoffs.
Don't let this
Quinn
distract you
Half.
from the fact that Quinn Half ran top 10 in select Xfinity Bristol races a couple years back. Anyway, how about we move on to the next topic, which is
Yes.
none other than the Joshua Reum suspension. He was indefinitely suspended for a social media post on some platform. I don't know what that platform was, but it was a very unfortunate post. Whoever wants to talk about this, go ahead.
Okay, so number 1, he's an asshole, but that's all I'm going to say about what he did. Number 2, I feel really bad for someone like Jesse Iwuji who did race for him in the truck series, And even whoever the hell was going to take the 93 in Xfinity that he bought. So this screws over a good amount of drivers. But I hope he's out of the sport forever, honestly. You like that? That's something you don't do. You don't come back from that.
You can't. Like what Kyle Larson did. And I don't want to bring back the comparison of Kyle Larson because what he did was absolutely wrong. There's no excuse for it. This is so many levels worse than that. It's it has to be what he believes, because unless it was in the corner of a and you could barely see it, which, given that he was suspended, I doubt was the case. You can knowingly post a swastika and expect us to believe that you can ever change as a person. I'm sorry. If you post a swastika, you are officially a monster. If you think that stuff's okay, you are officially a monster.
I'm just curious what the post was. I don't think any of us here have actually seen the actual post.
I
Or
have
any of the
not
fans.
heard anything.
It'll probably be
that
posted
the-
somewhere, but I'd assume it was down immediately.
It was taken down most likely.
Yeah, and
And apparently
honestly,
someone reported it to NASCAR, and that's how they found out.
Yeah, who? I've never heard of this guy, and he's like, oh, he's been officially suspended.
He owns a
I thought he-
team.
So, you know the 32, 33, 34 trucks down in the truck series?
I guess I'm not big on the truck teams.
The ones that suck ass.
It's a back marker team, really. I know
Underrated.
one of their trucks. I think it was Josh Reum himself was one of the guys that was wrecked by Ben Rhodes at Texas. And Owuji's driven his trucks a few times.
I have to say, now makes Ben Rhodes look a lot more like a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Rhodes, the hero we never
Whoa,
deserved.
Kentucky!
Oh, and congrats, Caden.
Anti-Mite.
Because if Snyder's going to the 93, it's probably going back to RSS. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how about one last topic before we get into some end of season superlatives? Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and I know the one person I'm going to ask on
Hey,
first to discuss this. The Las Vegas Motor Speedway officially renewed until the 2031 season to host 2 races every season in the NASCAR
Will NASCAR
Cup
even be
Series.
alive by then?
I won't even be alive by
Yeah,
then at this
probably.
rate.
I don't
Uh.
know.
Do you want
Yeah,
me
so-
to go first?
Yeah, so as the person
Go
literally
ahead, Las
from Las
Vegas
Vegas
boy.
has been to several Vegas races, what are your thoughts?
23 to be exact. Look, as much as I go to this racetrack and it's fun to go to the races, and as much pain as I've had to endure, I don't really like this. I'm gonna be honest. Even though it's my home track, I'm not much of a fan of Las Vegas. You can call me biased. There are multiple reasons I don't like Las Vegas. You probably know one minor reason. But it's really it's not that exciting of a racetrack. I mean, maybe it started to improve. The track surface is gaining a lot of age with it. But I don't know about, I mean, if they would have extended just like a single race date at least to 2031, that's fine. But it's going to have 2 entire weekends now. That's, I don't know about that, honestly. It's crazy. That's all I have to say about it. I really don't. I don't even know if I'll be here at that point. We'll see what
From
happens.
the words of Anthony Garcia Luna, haha, Joey go Neum Neum.
Joey go Neum.
Joey goes.
It's definitely going to be a long-term relationship with NASCAR and Las Vegas Motor Speedway right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Las Vegas, man. I used to, when I first got into NASCAR, the first race I really watched of Las Vegas was the 2017 Cobalt something. And yeah, I thought that race was pretty lit. Not
Oh.
won. and a certain fight went down, and
I was in
thought,
turn
hey,
4.
this race
I
ain't
was-
too bad.
Oh god damn.
Bloody face.
And then 2018 happened. The first race, I thought, man, this is freaking boring. And then because Kevin Harvick won with and he cheated. Zach will probably talk about that. He'd love to talk about that. And then the late
I
fall
would,
race
it's par for
was
course.
just a wreck fest, and I thought, man, that was pretty funny. Not gonna lie. And then and then the 2019 races were fine. They weren't anything bad. They just weren't incredible. Nothing to talk about. And then 2020, it was honestly, my opinion on Las Vegas, it's an okay racetrack. Does it deserve 2 dates? Maybe. It deserves them more than Atlanta. I'll say that.
100%.
I'd much rather see an entire... Oh, guys. Which would you rather? See 36 races of Las Vegas Motor Speedway or see 5 races of Atlanta?
Vegas, book it.
Vegas.
Well, at least get a few winners that aren't Kevin Harvick.
They'll all be Joey Logano.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Logano gets turned.
70% of them will be Joey Logano. 40% of those wins will be fuel mileage, but the rest of them will be like Brad, Harvick, probably for a few of them, maybe even Truex.
If we get
Yeah.
lucky, Alex Bowman.
If we get lucky, Alex Bowman. Even
What
Blaney's
if-
got a shot.
What if Kevin Harvick adopts
Blaney
the
even.
chassis that Joey Logano
Blaney's
uses
good at
at
the
Las
track.
Vegas?
Oh no!
Rats.
That's a migraine.
Oh
and a
God
half for
Almighty!
Zach.
I just realized how dangerous that is.
Anything but that.
Anything.
Anything but Kevin Harvick dominating a Vegas race.
Alright.
I
Let's
just-
see here.
I just want Kevin Harvick to lose even more wins because they catch him cheating. That's just the best feeling in the world when Kevin Hart, like the best feeling in the world you can get after a Kevin Harvick win. Like you're pissed, you're super upset, sucked. Harvick won. Fails post racing. The guy in second, like Ryan Blaney. Woo!
Just
That'd
a
be
Jack. Just imagine going to a race. Harvick dominates it. Bowman finishes second. You find out afterwards. Oh, well, wait. I guess in this format, Bowman would get the win. But this is like back in the times where that wouldn't gift second place a win. Just imagine that happening. Bowman gets second. Harvick cheated.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
We would not hear the end of it.
Zach would.
I had to deal with that.
Guys.
That sounds like Darlington won
Zach,
to me.
Zach would flip the bitch if that happened.
I would stitch a bitch.
We ready to move on, Carter?
I think we are. It's superlatives time.
Yes.
What are we doing for that?
All right, all eyes on me.
All right.
Hello.
All right, so we got 30 participants, which, not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed, but nonetheless, we got a fairly decent sample size. So let's get right to it. We have 9 awards here, I believe. Actually, 10. We're gonna have 5 additional superlatives after every 2. It's gonna start right. So, by the way, let's just crown most popular right now with Chase Elliott. Like, not even close. There's
Yep.
Well deserved, honestly.
Yeah,
no need
he deserves
for any
it.
nominees. So we're gonna start with biggest lol cow this season. Your nominees were NBC for their ridiculous coverage of the Daytona road course and several races where they just simply cut out for local news. Noah Gragson for being an absolute butthole on the track and constantly having hilarious interviews. Riley Herbst for finishing behind Brandon Brown in JGR equipment. Johnny Sauter for failing miserably and being the only Thor Sport truck to miss the playoffs.
Tanner.
Tate Fogelman, I'm not sure why he's here. And
Sad.
Jimmy Hill for whatever he did in iRacing. All right. So coming in 6th in this group with 1 vote, iRacing is apparently not that funny. Timmy Hill has 1 vote. Number coming in 5th with 2 votes. I'm not sure why people agreed with this guy, but apparently this man was a lone cow for reasons nobody knows. Tate Fogelman receives 2 votes.
He wasn't being praised enough.
fault.
Tying for 3rd in votes. This man was so terrible in the Xfinity series that Justin Haley, of all people, dumped him at Pocono. Riley Herbst
Flip me off again, and I'll dump you.
bed in 2020, and he is a lone cow.
Next.
That tying for 3rd for absolutely god-awful coverage of the Daytona Road Course and of the Fall Talladega race. NBC is the number 3 biggest lone cow of the season. They both received 8 votes, by the way. Number 2. This man is a pathetic truck driver. He is way past his prime and made several ridiculous mistakes. Twice. This man is stupid.
Only
Even his crew
twice?
doesn't like him anymore. Johnny Stalter.
Should have been number
Second.
1.
I agree.
Should've
Should
been
have been
number
number
one.
1. Should
I'm
have been
surprised that
number
senior
1.
citizen did not win.
Oh my god.
And number 1. And number 1 biggest lol cow. He wrecked everything in sight. He wrecked his teammate for the win. He wrecked Riley Herbst and Latour, Texas for no reason. He crashed 6 times. Charlotte Roval. Give it up for.
He cussed in his
Fuck,
interviews.
I'm sorry. No one grabs him.
Yeah, honestly, it was well deserved.
Noah.
Shit, I don't know.
Caleb, you can't even defend him. He's stupid.
He's your favorite driver in the Xfinity series. And he's
One
your-
of my several
Hey,
favorites.
Hey,
Las Vegas drivers, am I right?
I guess Las Vegas drivers are willing.
There's a reason. There's a reason they're the way that they are. Let's move on.
Next.
All right. We are now going to biggest surprise this season for nominees. After winning a race at Texas out of absolutely freaking nowhere, he tested positive for COVID-19. Everyone thought his season was over, but when you thought it was down, he punched you in the what.
Oh.
Scoring 2 top 5s in the round of 16 and getting to the round of 12 when absolutely no one gave him a chance to even make it. Austin Dillon is nominee number 1. Nominee number 2. This man used to be an Xfinity Series low, but after 2 years of hard improvement and effort, gets results, and those results being the 2020 Xfinity Series champion. Austin Cendrick is nominee number 2.
Woo NASCAR.
Nominee number 3. This man absolutely sucked ass in trucks last year and was given an Xfinity ride with no reasonable explanation in sight. He confirmed that there actually was a legitimate reason by winning 4 races, including stealing one from Noah Gragson, resulting in Noah saying on live TV. 4 wins in 2020. Harrison Burton is nominee number 3.
And to
Nominee-
say that again, Zach,
Nominee
he stole 3 races from Noah Gragson.
Nominee number 4. This man went winless in truck slayer and didn't even make the playoffs. But after that, he sucked first half of the season. But afterwards, he caught fire. He won 4 races in the second half of the season, including and is now your 2020 NASCAR Truck Series champion. Give it up for Sheldon Creed.
Stupid.
The Shag.
Your final nominee. This man sucked ass in Xfinity last year. Pulled a random Kansas win out of his asshole. And now, in 2020, And now in 2020, he pulled 3 wins out of his asshole and nearly made it to the championship 4. Brandon Jones is nominee number 5.
Woo NASCAR.
And now for your results. Tying for 5th, tying for 4th with 3 votes apiece. The 2 Xfinity Series regulars that made it to the round of 8, Austin Cendrick and Brandon Jones, were both the 4th biggest surprise this season. Number 3 biggest surprise this season. After missing the truck playoffs and getting a JGR ride for no reason, this man scored 4 wins and is poised for a breakout. Harrison Burton is the 3rd biggest surprise. Number 2. This man pulled 5 wins out of his ass this year in total, I think. How many wins did Sheldon Creed get again? Oh, I just revealed it.
He got 6.
I was 5 wins for Sheldon Creed in 2020, and dominates every single race in the end of the season. And Sheldon Creed, your truck champion, is the 2nd biggest surprise with 5 votes. And in an overwhelming majority, with 23 votes, absolutely everyone picked him to finish inside the top 20 in points. And he gave everyone the finger. And instead got to the round of 12 before miserably shitting the bed. Austin Dillon is your biggest surprise this season.
Whoa.
At least he didn't dab after Texas.
Yeah.
I hate when I accidentally shit the bed, don't you?
What a comeback year for a D3.
Yeah, much respect,
All right.
honestly.
Number 5, best superlative this season. The unluckiest driver this season is Ryan Preece.
Well,
No.
I don't know if I agree with that. He does
It's
suck
called
ass.
not having talent.
Excuse me.
Wait, what?
He did have a ton of to be fair, he did have a ton of shit luck early in the
Over,
season.
like, Blaney? Like,
Over Bowman?
over Bowman?
He had
Blaney
4
and
straight
Bowman
last
Blaney
place
and
finishes.
Bowman are
Hey,
like
Hey,
Lucky driver.
Preece-
What the fuck?
Preece had
Blaney
4
and
straight
Bowman
last place
both had the worst
finishes.
luck this season.
yeah,
I don't know who's worse between Blaney or Bowman. But anyway, we are moving on to the biggest disappointment this season. Our first nominee. Nearly everyone predicted he would have a breakout season. But once again, he failed miserably, only winning a single race at Talladega, and he went out in the round of 16. Give it up for Choker of the Year. Not quite. Ryan Blaney.
I know my favorite auto parts store. It's called Don't Advance.
Raphael Lessard, let's go!
This is our 2nd nominee. This man was the defending Cup Series champion, and everyone expected him to repeat. However, he miserably shit the bed. He did not win a single race until he was eliminated in the round of 12, then proceeded to get a win in the round of 8 because it's still 2020. Give it up for Kyle Busch.
KFB.
Not called having
KFB.
bad luck. Called being
KFB!
untalented.
Our 3rd nominee. This man was predicted to win the truck championship by some of our podcast members. However, he shed like a lot of people on this list. He never even got close to the playoff. And at one point, his season was so bad, he decided rather run a race to continue this miserable shit. Our 3rd nominee
We don't
is
talk
Stuart
about it.
Friesen.
We don't talk about. Why are you
Man,
Two
what a
of them.
disappointment. My contenders and pretenders
2021.
are ruined because of him.
Our
Two of my
4th
drivers are on this list.
Our 4th nominee, one of our podcast members predicted that this man would win 5 races and get 23 top 10.
Shut up!
However, after winning the Busch Clash, he proceeded to, like everyone else, shit the bed. He spent the entire season outside of the playoff picture and completely missed the playoffs in JGR equipment before getting a shit ton of times when it no longer mattered. Eric Jones is your fourth nominee for biggest disappointments this season.
Yep.
That Jones boy hit the door.
Yes,
we do not
Eric
talk
Jones.
about-
I hate that guy.
We do not talk about the fifth nominee because it's not a person.
Wait, what?
It is a race. I don't know why JD nominated a race, but I am not considering it.
All my
What
homies
was
say Eric Jones.
He nominated the Crafton win.
It wasn't.
Yes.
It wasn't even that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Crafton
This
is
is
a
JD
goat.
we're
Wasn't
talking
that-
about.
JD hates Crafton.
For no
he hates-
reason.
He hates majority of
number
force sport.
Number 4, with 10.5% of the votes. 4 votes. This man missed the playoffs and then proceeded to get a bunch of top 10s for no reason. Eric Jones, the fourth biggest disappointment.
Well, you got the
For no
title for
reason.
best non-chaser this year.
Number 3, that's not an accomplishment. Number 3, this man only won a single race this season. He won it in the luckiest fashion possible, a plate race where everyone wrecked around him. And then he didn't do shit the entire rest of the year.
I don't want to talk about it.
Number
Zach.
3 is Ryan Blaney.
All right,
Should've
I'm
been
on my way
number
to the
one,
Don't
though.
Advance. See y'all later.
Tanner!
Oh, Tanner.
Number 2, this man received 9 votes. His season was so bad he took a break to go race dirt. Stuart Friesen is the second biggest
Yay.
disappointment this
Yeah,
Two of my
Stewie.
favorite drivers are on here.
Stewie
Let's go!
2021. Yeah. They'll win the title next year.
season. Okay, yeah.
Oh God.
Probably
Sure,
not. Probably not.
Next.
And your number 1 disappointment, was there ever any doubt who it was going to be? It is still, unfortunately, 2020, which means that this guy is not going to win until 34 races into the season. Give it up for the worst defending champion in the 21st century, Kyle Busch.
KFB.
I beg to differ.
KFB. KFB. KFB.
He made the
wasn't
damn
even a rookie, He
playoffs.
just sucked.
He finished 7th in points. How is that a disappointment?
Because Kyle Busch is
KFB.
supposed to make the Final Four every year.
Yeah, I know. He's the defending
Oh,
champion, and he
it's
got
so
knocked out in the round of
disappointing,
12. But this year it
Oh.
wasn't a disappointment.
Most improved this season. We have 6 nominees. First nominee is a man who scored 12 top 10s last season and finished 12th in points. Everyone was wondering whether or not he was the second best Cendrick driver, and he has he has categorically confirmed it with 16 top 10s and a 6th place points finish. Your first nominee is Alex Bowman.
Boo.
Row NASCAR.
Your second nominee. This man has already made an appearance for another award. He is your 5-time Truck Series winner and truck champion, Sheldon Creed.
Shaggy.
Let's
Creed
freaking
has the
go.
Creed has the speed.
Why? Shaggy!
Your third
Son of
nominee.
Shaggy.
Your third nominee was expected to finish 25th in points and instead made it to the round of 12. Austin Dillon is back.
Hello,
Oh.
AD.
Woo.
The ace. The ace in my ass.
Your fourth nominee. I honestly don't know why this man received the vote. He absolutely shit the bed this season, even though everyone expected him to go to the round of 8 and possibly the Final Four. Instead, he showed everyone how much freaking clean air matters this season with that rigged ass qualifying. Eric Almirola somehow received a nomination for Most Improved.
Cuban
Sam!
missile.
Cameron was the
Cuban
goat!
missile. Cuban
Is there
missile.
a random draw system?
Are you
Because I might have
dumb,
to
stupid,
find a
or
cup and
dumb?
find the perfect
Eric Almirola
way to
was
get
the
a good
best.
starting spot.
Your
Get
fifth,
the focus
your
on the
fifth-
Smithfield.
your fifth nominee I'm looking up this guy right now to see what he did this season because I am honestly not sure. He drives a truck. He drives the number 9 truck, and I know he finished 3rd at Daytona. That is about all I know about him. Cody Rohrbaugh was your 5th nominee.
Cody Rohrbaugh.
Who came
Hell
2
yeah.
spots short from winning on the biggest stage of them all.
He didn't even run the full season, but okay.
What a part-timer.
Final nominee. They once said this man could not win an oval. Well, guess what? He won 4 oval, or was it 3 ovals this season? Your Xfinity Series champion is back for more. Austin Cendrick.
What's an oval?
It's your mom.
Your puffer face.
Oh.
Getting 1 vote for no reason. The only person who voted for this man is the person who nominated him, Eric Almirola.
Stupid,
Almirola's right here.
Who nominated him? Seriously.
I don't know.
Did the 9 straight top 10s mean nothing to you?
Oh, he went out in the round of 12.
And he made the round of 8 in 2018. You can't even say he improved, and he hasn't won since 2018. So if anything, he's gone down.
1 spot in points.
He's got worse. He finished 15th in points.
It was rigged.
That was like great.
Kind of like the qualifying.
Getting 2 votes. He probably would have gotten more votes if more people knew who the fuck he is or watched the trucks. Cody Rohrbaugh.
Yeah!
What a part-timer.
Who in the balls?
Thank
is
you,
that?
JD.
This man should have received more votes than he did. With 5 votes is your Truck Series champion, Sheldon Creed.
I'm kind of shocked he didn't get more than that. Wow. He kind of went from missing the playoffs to champion. Like,
Yeah, that was kind of a thing.
like,
Like, especially when you look at the guys that beat him. Like, what the hell? Receiving 8 votes. He went from not winning on an oval and shitting the bed at pretty much every track he saw to now he has 3 oval wins, and you can't even say he sucks at short tracks now because he just won 1. Austin Cendrick is the 3rd most improved this season.
Boo.
he has gained my
Boo.
respect, and he is a champion.
Boo.
We had a tie for 1st, but we broke this tie for no reason other than my own personal satisfaction. Receiving 11 votes. The tiebreaker was that he had already received an award and didn't need another one. Austin Dillon, after going from 25th to 11th in points. And that leaves the obvious winner. He went from 12th in points to 6th in points and had an actually good playoffs for a change. Alex Bowman is the most improved.
Damn.
This one makes no sense.
Bowman the
to me.
showman.
I don't know what you were on when you nominated him, Zach.
What the fuck?
I mean,
Freaking win.
yeah, which nomination
Zach
is worse?
rigged the votes. Zach rigged the
He
votes.
got the same
one-
amount of wins as
which
Ryan
nomination?
Blaney.
Which
Actually
one
made
is-
it further in the
which
playoffs than Ryan Blaney.
Which nomination is worse, Alex Bowman or Eric Almirola?
Eric
Eric
Almirola.
Almirola, by far.
Drawing his way
Eric
to a front row start every time.
All
We're
right,
broken.
number 4. Best superlative this season.
Go.
The saddest moment of 2020. Jimmy Johnson missing the playoffs. That was indeed sad. I cried a little when I saw that. But nonetheless, he crashed out in the final race. You knew he couldn't do that. But worse still was that Matt DiBenedetto somehow did not crash out, even though they wrecked in front of him 7 times. I still don't know how he didn't wreck.
Talent.
Like honestly. The best prospect this season. The prospects were non-cup drivers who impressed everybody with their driving talent and showed that they have a bright future in cup, provided that they get a big sponsor, because Riley Herbst is going to get there before any of these guys, let's face it. Our first nominee is your truck champion, Sheldon Creed, once again. Our second nominee. This man won 2 races, including an absolute burner of an absolute ass burner of a restart at Michigan. This man was in victory lane. It is Zane Smith. Your third nominee. This man drove part-time for RCR and impressed everybody when he wasn't driving upside down at Kansas. Anthony Alfredo.
Yeah, fast pasta, let's go!
The fourth nominee. This man is apparently very ubu, according to one of our members. He won 3 restrictor plate races. And he is a dark horse with the 11 stylized as an H. Justin Haley.
I agree.
And your fifth nominee. He drove for, he drove for Mike Hong, and he impressed JD apparently. Kyle Weatherman.
Whoa!
The new Herminator.
Earning 1 vote. I am not surprised this man did not receive any votes. Kyle Weatherman.
Whoa!
This is highway robbery.
Dominating performance.
Receiving 5 votes. He probably would have gotten more if he ran the full season and if he didn't absolutely shit himself at Kansas. Anthony Alfredo.
Damn it! We'll get him next year.
He spilled the Alfredo all over the track.
Myatt Snyder's better.
Excuse me?
I don't understand.
Next.
I do not understand how many times this man can get robbed in one award show. Somehow, winning 5 races is not as good as winning 2. Sheldon Creed is number 3.
He's not speeding his way to victory.
Here's the speed!
Tanner.
This man apparently mashing the gas pedal is an incredibly valuable skill in NASCAR, which makes sense given the current intermediate package. With 3 wins, somehow this is although he did make the final 4, so we can't really shit on him that much. Justin Haley.
Boo!
Hey!
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 Go shove your 3 plate wins up your ass.
Oh my god.
Hey!
No!
Oh.
Oh,
Go
no.
shove your 1 plate win up your ass.
Fuck you.
Oh my god.
And getting the most votes. I don't understand how this was a runaway or how he beat Sheldon Creed because he was clearly worse all season. But nonetheless, your number 1 prospect in the NASCAR system in 2020 was in victory lane. It is Zane Smith.
Oh
How come
man.
Alex Bowman and Zane Smith both have an award? Are you not telling us something, Zach?
I didn't want Zane to win that one. Zane got a lot of votes he shouldn't have gotten.
I'm sorry, but last time I checked, Creed has the speed, and he finished the season with the lead!
Best
Well said.
rookie
And the trophy.
this
Let's move on.
season.
Next.
These drivers all in their first seasons, but you wouldn't have known it had you not said it a million times on the broadcast. Because let's face it, they beat our heads in with the fact that, oh my god, this is a rookie doing this. Our first nominee. This man probably overperformed in Levine family racing equipment, but we'll never know because this team freaking sucks ass. driver of the number 95 in the NASCAR Cup Series and two-time choker in Xfinity Series Championship, Christopher Bell.
Yes.
Woo NASCAR.
He'll do better than Jones
Flip
by
the
a
bit.
mile.
Our second nominee. The man made the Final Four and won 2 races. Zane Smith is back for more.
Woo.
Yeah.
Our third nominee. This man inherited a ride that was absolutely demolished by Daniel Hemrick. He recovered greatly to points be in the playoffs late in the season before absolutely shitting the bed at Daytona. Tyler Reddick is your third
Kyle
nominee.
Wait, what?
Oh,
What?
Your fourth
Okay.
nominee won 4 races this season. He may have shit the bed in the round of 12 in the Xfinity Series, but he still had a great year, and you can't convince me otherwise. Harrison Burton.
Woo.
And your fifth nominee, the most overrated rookie in this field. That Bristol win was pure luck, but apparently it was worth a contract extension. Actually, wait, no, they gave him the extension beforehand, which is total bullshit. Sam Mayer.
oh man.
Who even is that?
I don't know. We will get
Wow.
into the awards. The best with no votes. You guys are shitting me, right? You guys are
What?
shitting me.
Who got no
Receiving zero votes. I don't understand this at all. Is Harrison Burton.
What?
It does not
Y'all
help
are
that.
dumb.
Who are these
It
people
doesn't
on
help
this
that
Amino?
he started
What?
winning after the
4 wins?
voting started.
Are you shitting me? Oh,
Oh, balls.
Highway
my.
robbery.
This
Highway
man,
robbery
this
at its
man
finest,
received
but next
2 votes
number
too
4.
many. These votes should have both gone to Harrison Burton, but unfortunately, it's still 2020. Apparently, 2 people thought Sam Mayer was the best rookie this season.
He's not even full time in
even-
one of the top 3 series.
And he's literally
He
being
jumped
rushed
like
to the
7
Xfinity
wins.
Series.
He choked like 7 wins in 4 races. How? He wasn't that good.
And now he's getting an Xfinity ride?
He got his ass beat by David Gilliland.
A senior citizen, none other than less.
Freaking no talent Reum Motorsports numbnuts.
Next.
Getting the 3rd most votes. I really don't understand how this guy got more votes than Harrison Burton either, because he completely missed the playoffs. It was never close. It absolutely shit the bed on all fronts. Christopher Bell with 5 votes is the 3rd best rookie this season.
The bell
Rest
did not
in
ring.
peace.
How many
Well,
Alticaps do you
I
think
read
Jared had?
I actually nominated Christopher Bell because I assumed everyone was going to nominate Tyler Reddick.
Fair point.
Receiving
Next.
13 votes. This man made the championship 4 in the Truck Series and is the only actually deserving rookie to get a lot of votes. 2, Zane Smith.
Ugly ass, Phoenix ass car.
He almost
Yeah.
won the championship. How
That
did
car
he-
won the championship, I swear.
That paint scheme was horrendous. But still.
With 18 votes. 10 more than his car number. This man may not have won a race or made the playoffs, but he impressed people in the Cup Series. And obviously, that is way more impressive than any stupid win you get in the Truck Series. This is a very deserving best rookie, Tyler Reddick.
Whoa! Whoa!
Mm,
Whoa!
that's a very
Whoa.
interesting one from a very
Second
interesting
best Cup
two-time
driver
Xfinity
to
Series
ever
champion.
exist.
And your 3rd best superlative this season, Big Oofs, Ryan Blaney, round of 16.
Balls.
commentator voice is starting to hurt. The best paint scheme this season. We had a few good paint schemes, including a lot of good throwbacks, which are not eligible. But anyway, we have some great schemes lined up as nominees. Our first nominee. This car was silver and black with red numbers and red lettering. Cole Custer's
Dale!
number 41 Haas Tooling Ford is our first nominee.
I thought it was
Our second nominee. Finally, Team Penske switched it up with the Moneyline car, and the end result is definitely very interesting indeed. It is Austin Cendrick's number 22 Moneyline Ford.
Ugly paint scheme in my opinion, but that's besides the point.
This company got banned in the US of A, but that did not stop them from sponsoring the most American sport that ever American. The number 6 TikTok Chevrolet of Ryan Vargas.
Ryan Vargas.
I don't know why this scheme got the nomination, although actually, now that I remember it, it was Pete. This is the number 51 Lopa Ford of Joey Gase. This is the only good thing about Joey Gase's season.
Got him.
This paint scheme was designed by a man who had almost been bullied off of Instagram, but he came back in a big way, designing a car for his hero. It is the lefty ally paint scheme for Jimmy Johnson.
Overrated paint scheme, but he had to work with terrible colors, so I don't blame him.
And our last paint scheme. This paint scheme was absolutely stupid. I don't know why it received a vote, but apparently Kobe. It is the body armor Kobe Bryant tribute driven by Ryan Blaney.
Listen. You can say all you want that Ryan Blaney shit the bed in the round of 16, but I think he actually fell off the bed, shit his pants, and the bed fell on top of him, okay?
What a great point to defend his Kobe Bryant paint scheme, Caden. Thank you for the input.
No.
I would never have been it. Oh, God. You know what? You're right. It's a great paint scheme. Receiving 2 votes. He probably didn't get that many votes because he is a backmarker. It is Joey Gase.
He's probably getting cheered out by a bunch of spotters at the
What
moment.
even is that?
Nothing like a Gase and a Smithley.
Nothing like a Gase and a Smithley.
Tying
KFB.
for 4th. It is a car that is the only asymmetrical car here and the most car here. It is the TikTok car and the Moneyline car. Actually, shit. They tied for 3rd.
Well,
Oh,
the Tic Tac
balls.
and the Lexi Road tribute car falls.
The actual number 5. This paint scheme absolutely was shit, and I'm glad people realized that it was shit, even though it paid tribute to a legend. Ryan Blaney's Kobe Bryant tribute body armor Ford.
What do you mean? It was beautiful!
I do not like to see scales on my race car. Number 2 with 8 votes. This paint scheme came from a car in the 40s. And it came from a Ford. And it is silver, which is freaking amazing. Oh my God, I nodded when I saw this car at first. It is the Haas Tooling Ford of Cole Custer.
Oh,
Really?
that's rather
Wow.
interesting.
And was there ever any doubt what paint scheme was going to win? Not only was it a good paint scheme, but it carried a lot of personal significance. The Ally left paint scheme, driven by Jimmy Johnson, wins with 16 votes. And now we are getting down to the nitty-gritty. We are down to the worst race of the season, and there were only 3 nominees. Interestingly, it came from Cup because y'all bitch motherfuckers overrate the Xfinity Series. Our first nominee, these are all, however, legitimately bad races. Our first nominee was won by Kevin Harvick, which tells you all you need to know about how bad it was. It is the Didine 311, the second Dover race. Our second nominee was also won by Kevin Harvick. Absolutely everything went perfect for him. His only competition the entire race, who kicked his ass in the closing laps, blew a tire, a theme throughout the night which cost the likes of Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Alex Bowman, among others. Matt Kenseth got a second place at for no reason. It is the Brickyard 400.
Great race. Fantastic race. Fantastic race. Great race. Great.
If
fantastic-
50% of the field's going into the wall, it's not a great race.
That's a great
Talk about
race.
getting
Okay,
lucky.
shut up.
Wrong time.
Our final nominee was also won by Kevin Harvick. Not only is it won by Kevin Harvick, but it might have been the single worst race I have ever seen. There was no passing. There was only one groove. And this, to make it all worse, this track got a second date, which it got back from Kentucky. Praise the Lord. It is the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500.
Ew.
Coming in at
Oh.
8 votes. This race absolutely sucked ass, but apparently the stars aligning for Harvick made it somewhat entertaining. It was the Brickyard 400.
That was a good race, though.
Woo,
Coming in at
NASCAR.
10,
Kiss that
coming
race
in
goodbye.
at 10 votes. This race was way better than the Brickyard 400, so I don't know why this one is number 2. But nonetheless, it did still suck. It was the second Dryden 311 at Dover.
Dover bad.
The race wasn't that bad, guys. It really
It was no. It's not even the worst Dover race of all time.
It was one of the better
Dover's
Dover
just
races.
bad.
And finally, was there ever any doubt which race was going to win this one? It got 30% approval rating on Jeff Gluck's poll, which had like 16,000 votes because nobody wanted to watch this abomination. Kevin Harvick won in dominating fashion, which automatically makes a race absolutely insufferable. It was the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500.
And as a result,
The worst
Atlanta got an
race.
entire second weekend.
Exactly.
Woo, NASCAR.
Woo,
And it still has
NASCAR.
not received a repave.
Yeah.
Woo, NASCAR.
More horrible racing.
Our third best superlative. Oh, no. We're on our second best superlative season. And it is. Fuck, I don't know.
Oh no.
Excuse me?
It can't
I
be.
finally got back in. Let's go.
I just wanted to say that one. That one was fun.
Podcast
We had a whole bunch of nothing to add, which really limited our superlative pool. But our second best superlative is biggest Coke of the season. I'm not sure what is the biggest Coke of the season. That is the whole superlative.
What the ball?
What?
You can guess who made that superlative.
The biggest Coke of the season is Ryan Newman.
Oh no.
Woo, NASCAR.
The best race of the season. We had 6 nominees. Our first nominee. This race was moved to the regular season finale of the NASCAR Cup Series because having a finale at Daytona was simply just too good to resist, and it turned out to be one of the best decisions NASCAR has ever made. It
Make it the
is
finale.
the 2020 Coke Zero Sugar 400.
Just make it the championship, why don't you?
Q Tanner.
Holy.
This race was absolutely overrated because it was simply a crash fest, but that's what NASCAR fans like. They decided to race in the rain for this one, and the rain was there was literally so much water that we dubbed the track Lake Charlotte. It is the 2020 Drive for the Cure 250 at the Charlotte Roval.
Yeah.
We're going to get boats out onto the racetrack.
They were boats.
I cannot believe a Kevin Harvick win got a nomination, especially one that got a nomination for worst race this season. The 2020 Brickyard 400 was nominated for best race.
Huh?
Whoa!
That's
I
not a
don't-
real
That was on
NASCAR
me,
moment.
That was on
That
me.
is a what the heck moment.
Whoa!
This race also does not deserve to be here because it was another Kevin Harvick win where nothing happened the last 100 laps. But apparently, because it is Bristol, this race is be seen as good no matter what. I don't know what it has to be done for a Bristol race to suck, but apparently this wasn't it. It is the Bristol night race.
That was a fantastic race. What are you on?
That
Kevin Harvick ran. There are 6 cars on the lead lap, dude.
Screw Joey
godforsaken finish.
That race was disgusting, and y'all complained about Kansas.
I loved that race. I was at that race.
This
So many
race is at NASCAR's most historic track. They refused to update the track, and that is totally fine by us because this race had some great moments from the leaders wrecking each other out. Oh my God! It's another Harvick win here. But Austin Dillon finished second, which everyone loved seeing.
Zach, what do you want us to do? He won half the season.
Let's pick a Harvick race. There were 27 of those. It is the Southern 500.
Yeah, the race was awesome, even though Truex died.
I don't know what y'all are on. That race was
Throwback.
boring for the first half.
I was getting more bored staring at Truex's throwback than the actual race.
The final nominee
Hank Parker Jr.
is
is a
the
legend.
only truck race ever to be nominated for anything other than the EPT 200 at Kansas, because that race got a nomination for biggest disappointment when it could have gotten a nomination for worst race. I don't know what the fuck that was all about, but nonetheless, this race was absolutely insane, and it ended with a Grand Enfinger win, which is always fun. It is next Terra Resources 250 at Daytona.
That finish was amazing.
Huh?
And so, receiving 0 votes, this was to be absolutely expected. The Brickyard 400 received no and is not a good race.
Best race of the season.
No wonder why it's a road
Best
course
race
now.
of the season.
Worst race of the season. Receiving, let's see, 2 votes was the Nextera Energy Resources 250, which sucks because Jordan Anderson almost won, and that was fucking awesome.
And so did Cody Rohrbaugh.
But Grand Enfinger won it, so I'm happy.
Tying for third with 5 votes apiece, we have the Bristol Night Race and the Southern 500, which makes sense. They're both Kevin Harvick wins, so they both should not get a lot of votes.
Damn it, Logano.
That sounds right.
Yeah, sport track racing.
Yeah, lap traffic racing.
Balls.
And tying for the number 1 spot. That's right, we had 2 separate ties.
Oh.
Tying for the number 1 spot is the Drive for the Cure 250 at the Charlotte Roval and the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona. You guys missed a really good opportunity by adding not nominating the first Talladega race, because that would have won by in a landslide.
I didn't even see the first Talladega race.
The first Talladega race was the best Talladega race in the Cup Series, Mike.
Easily.
Oh yeah,
It was the-
that's right.
That was the
one
best
with
race.
Ryan
That was the
Blaney.
best race
I
of the
forgot about
season.
that.
That was
forgot
the
about
best
that.
race of the season. Fuck the Daytona shit.
Yeah,
Talladega's
I
better than
agree.
Daytona. 100%.
bro, the Talladega
And-
races were so much better. Even the controversial one, I still liked it.
Go ahead.
And our final category. Who is the MVP this season? First, let us give a shout out to Cup champion Chase Elliott, who, for no explicable reason, was not nominated.
Because we did the fucking
I feel
nomination
stupid for this one
before
because I
the
know who I
championship.
voted for, and I wish I would have waited till after the season.
Oh
Our
man.
first nominee. This man choked in the final four and barely did what he had to just to get there. This man is Denny Hamlin.
What an MVP! What can I say?
This man won 9 races, then committed the biggest choke in NASCAR history. Kevin Harvick.
Happy Harvick.
This man won 9 races in the Xfinity Series and at least made it to the championship 4 before choking. It is Chase Briscoe. This man made it to the final 4 and finished second in the standings. With 4 wins this season and a career-high 24 top 10s. Brad Keselowski.
Woo! I love you, Brad. You're so cool.
And nobody wants to see this man ever do good. God punishes us by putting him in the final 4 every other year. It is Joey Logano.
Playoff racing.
Receiving just a single vote. His talent is as recorded as his personality. Joey Logano. Receiving 10.5% of the vote. For some reason, people, Penske, Brad Keselowski. Receiving 5 votes. This man chokes awards like he chokes championships. Denny Hamlin.
Whoa, NASCAR.
Receiving 7 votes. I don't understand how an Xfinity driver got more votes than 3 at the Cup Final 4, but nonetheless, Chase Briscoe. I have some thoughts on this one. And receiving the most votes. Apparently, y'all are still salty about this playoff system, and I relish in it. I relish in your misery with this playoff system. Because apparently, the biggest choker of the season got the nod for MVP, and it is Kevin Harvick.
We
voted before he
Me
choked.
vote Kevin.
It was
What an
football.
Aaron Rodgers type of season.
And now, number 1 superlative. You are not ready for this. You are not ready for this.
Oh.
Drum roll, please. Chad Fincham is the type of guy to fall down the stairs and then play it off like he meant to.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Brandon Allen.
Oh no.
Oh, I love that. That is so beautiful.
Oh, jeez, man, Brandon.
Brandon is. All right. So I think we have one more segment now. Is that right?
Yes, we do. and that is we're gonna keep the camera on Zach because, oh goddamn, what is Zach mad about this time? It's Zach's thoughts.
Get ready for this one, Caden. You specifically.
This is going to be an interesting one.
He's about to lay
Zach's
this down.
There are a lot of people here that claim to be fans of the Winston Cup format, but they will say some things that just don't make sense for people that are in favor of the Winston Cup format. And there are some people here that talk like this, and when I saw the NASCAR Amino Instagram's post about the Xfinity Series Championship, go follow the NASCAR Amino Instagram. I knew I had to do this. I knew I had to do this. I think that every single one of you secretly likes the playoffs, and you just don't want to admit it.
It's a bold statement, Zachy.
So, what is my evidence of this? My evidence of this is the 2020 Xfinity Series Championship. When I saw the sheer number of people calling Austin Cendrick an undeserving champion,
which he is,
I was flabbergasted. I couldn't believe it. These proponents of the Winston Cup system that praise the almighty consistency and the almighty average finish and the almighty good points day. It means nothing because Chase Briscoe won 9 races this season.
Yup.
It doesn't Chase Briscoe either won or sucked ass this season. He had no in between. Austin Cendrick either won or was okay. He never sucked ass. He was always consistently top 6 every single week. And he beat Cendrick. Let me pull it up right here.
42 points, I believe.
It was 42 points.
How do I share screen? All right, I'm pulling it up real quick. I am pulling it up. But yes, Austin Cendrick, it wasn't even close. 42 points separated him and Chase Briscoe in total points earned this season.
Stupid.
That is a full race. If you can look me in the eye when you hear that stat and tell me that Chase Briscoe deserves the championship and say at the same time that you're a proponent of the Winston Cup system, you need to give yourself a hard look in the mirror and say, what do I really want? Do you want a system? Do you want the Winston Cup format? A format which rewards consistency. Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure if we're rewarding straight up if we were just going to reward consistency, Ross Chastain would be the champion. He had the best average finish this season. Yeah, by average finish, Ross Chastain is the best driver this season. Are we going to reward actual performance? Like which would give Austin Cendrick the title? Are we going to reward performance when it matters, like with the playoff format, which is how Austin Cendrick would have won it? Or do you guys just want the guy with most wins to win the championship?
Sounds good to me.
That's what they want.
36 races, and only 9 of them matter to you.
Yup.
That is
2020 champion.
That it's just ridiculous. It's just sad. It's just sad to see the fans find a way to bitch about everything. They just can. You just can't satisfy the fans sometimes. And I believe it when I saw the NASCAR Amino Instagram make a post questioning Austin Cendrick's legitimacy. I was blown away by the fact that happened. And that's what makes me think that you guys don't really want the Winston Cup back. I think you guys either want the playoffs or you just want a system that rewards that gives the guy that wins the most races the championship. And
I have an idea.
and I hate to tell you guys, but there is one season there is one format where all 36 races matter, and there is one format where only up to 9 races matter. You see which one you want.
Hey, Zach.
What?
I have a very logical idea. Why don't we just, like, shut down NASCAR?
God.
Or in the words of Tony.
That doesn't solve any of the
How about
issues.
we have half the cars go one way and half the cars go the other way?
That
Have a
actually
fall
solves
wreck,
every
you know?
issue, Tanner.
Woo, NASCAR!
Indeed. Woo.
Tony Stewart.
So, do I even have the question graphic, or are we gonna take questions tonight? What's the verdict? Do we feel like taking questions?
We got a couple minutes. Let's do it.
All right,
Sure.
let's do it.
Shoot away.
Yeah,
Q&A
I want to
session
do
is
it.
now open. Woo, NASCAR.
Yeah. We're going to be taking questions partly about the 2020 playoffs and the playoff format in general. Those are the questions we want to see. We will answer most things NASCAR related, but let's see what questions you guys got.
Hit us.
We're going to close them at 11:05.
Damn.
Daniel.
Seth,
You're a dick.
Suarez.
Wow. I think we got our first question already.
All right, let me check this out. All right, so the first question is none other than from the Mr. Nate the Snake 3. And Mr. Nate the Snake 3 asks for Zach, what is Zach's simp level for Alex Bowman between 9,000 and over? Is it over 9,000 or under?
I think we've already justified that question a few weeks ago.
I feel like we get this question every week.
Yeah, we've gotten this question a lot ever since the Charlotte Roval.
Just write it in your bio. Zach.
Over.
Yeah, you might as well just write in your bio at this
Over.
point.
Over.
So while we wait for more questions, let me read some cool messages that have been sent in the process of all the superlatives. Nate says he loved the playoff system since it was announced. Fireball also loves the playoffs. Nate loves it when a champion is crowned 3 races before the final race. Wait. I'm assuming that's sarcasm.
That was
Mikey.
sarcasm.
That's sarcasm.
Okay.
Okay.
He thinks Bristol should be the championship. Oh, Caden said some stuff. What are
Should
you
definitely
doing?
be in the consideration.
Oh, I attacked Nate
He'd be
once
good
in
as
the
a
comments because
rotating
he said Willie B's team was
track.
better than Blaney's.
But you see,
No, I will argue until the day I die.
William
Byron's
Byron.
Kobe car. William Byron's Kobe car does not lay a finger on Ryan Blaney's.
oh, we're talking.
Both teams could have been
we're
a
talking
lot
the
better.
tributes. Okay, yeah, Ryan.
Whoa, whoa,
yeah.
whoa, Kane Bishop. You need to slow your roll.
Tanner, they used the wrong color purple.
I know they use the
Like
wrong
two
color
different
purple.
Types of purple. Have you seen the diecast? Oh man.
It's bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know they look
it's like
bad.
freaking pink.
I've seen the diecast.
Bro, the Kobe card. Ryan Blaney's Kobe card is better than William Byron's. Change my mind.
Well, yeah, that's a fact.
I will
You
pour
couldn't
my-
really see
I
the
will
numbers
pour
that
my
well on
water
Blaney's.
on my desktop right now.
Okay, but
I bet you won't do it.
You're right, I wouldn't.
Bruh, a person with that profile pic of William Byron's Kobe car said a line that changed my life. But yeah, that's fun. Never mind. I
Drink body armor. It's good.
You're a
Drink
body
water.
armor.
It's good.
Eat ramen noodles. They good.
I also approve this
Eat
message.
homemade spaghetti. Good.
Okay.
I
Yes,
also-
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Breaking news in the NASCAR world just now.
What?
All right.
Bob Pockers
Oh?
posted on Twitter from Josh Reum. This is a statement from Josh Reum. Oh no. In regards to NASCAR's statement involving my social media post on Thursday, I posted a picture of my evening snack and it was taken out of context. It was never meant to offend anybody, and I'm sorry if it did. I hope that you will judge me by my character and who you know me to be. I grew up in an ethnically diverse family, and West Africa was my home for 13 years. My team has arguably had the most diverse set of drivers in the history of NASCAR. My goal is to continue to partner with fans, sponsors, drivers, and crew members from all backgrounds and share opportunities. I appreciate everyone's support, and I look forward to Daytona.
Kind of hard to
Racing,
misinterpret a
buddy.
swastika, buddy.
I'm
Wait, what?
Evening snack.
I'm confused. So what exactly happened then? Was like
He's eating the swastika.
So first up, where's
Teacher,
the evening?
Okay, so based on what I read, I read like the feed below it, like the Twitter stuff below it. Apparently, he like drew a swastika and a toaster strudel or something. That's ridiculous. Like,
Oh
No.
Whoopsie
No.
daisies.
Did he mean it on
That-
purpose? Or?
is the poorest attempted comedy I have ever heard of in my
That is poor
16-year
taste.
lifespan.
That is bad.
So Zach, you're
not
Oh,
only did you manage to offend everybody, but you didn't even make a joke that was funny.
You made a joke that's
Oh.
offensive.
Jeez.
imagine the toaster
You're laughing.
strudel ending your career.
career-ending move by Toaster Strudel.
See your team never again.
I hate when that
Crash.
happens.
Strudel.
Into the wall,
Don't
into
say
the air. Josh Reum's career.
And Toaster Strudel will
Home
win the Daytona
run.
500.
We should make bold
to the
predictions.
inside, to the outside.
All right.
Here comes the toaster strudel on the inside. Crash into the wall, into the air.
So, when Josh Reum gets back into the sport, my prediction is that Josh Reum takes over the 10 car for Stuart Haas Racing. Let's go.
Yes.
Um,
buddy, that's pretty excellent.
You make Caleb quit.
You made Caleb leave.
Look what you've done.
He's dead.
And the
You made him quit.
and you
I'm proud of that.
Wow,
Oh, these
Carter,
comments
that's
are
very
roasting the
mean.
fuck out of him. Like Josh Reum's getting destroyed. How can a swastika get taken out of context, dear fellow?
So
An
did it
evening
actually
snack.
look like a swastika, or was it just almost like a swastika?
No, it's a
don't have-
swastika on a toaster strudel.
Well, I mean, we don't have concrete photographic proof, but I mean,
I mean, that's what everybody else is saying.
Look, even if he like did that, why do you post that
Billy?
on social media?
Out of all
Guys,
things.
guys. One of the comments says,
I had this cool thing. I made this cool art on my toaster strudel. I hope you guys really enjoy. Gets banned from NASCAR, loses the rights to his racing team, gets kicked out of NASCAR completely, loses all sponsorship. This is so sad.
"Hey
What
guys,
sponsorship?
somebody in the comments of the post specifically said, what did he even do? Put cream cheese or something on a piece of toast in the shape of a swastika and posted it on Snapchat."
wait, no, Snapchat?
Wait,
Wait,
it took place on
it was
Snapchat?
No, he was choking, Mikey.
You got me all confused.
See,
What-
we don't know what
What are you trying to say?
social media it was on. So that's the other part. Like, we're all
Yeah,
trying to
it was-
piece together here.
NASCAR Reddit.
Is that your dog, Tanner?
Yeah, but
It's a doggo.
Show it. Yeah, show us your
Doggo.
doggo. Oh my god, look at Tanner's
Dog-
doggo!
doggo reveal.
It's a doggo. Doggo.
Yeah.
It's a doggo.
Why's your doggo such a freaking simp?
I don't know. It's just a
She's
doggo.
So, is it a he or she? Because I don't want to
It's a she.
it like all those. All right, she's adorable. Cute.
I have
Do
two
we
others
got
that
any
are
more
currently sleeping at the moment. This one's
Questions,
just.
Carter?
Nate
what's
says
fuck?
there are 2 questions we're supposed to answer, and I don't see any of the 2 questions.
Carter, do I need to check the stupid ass chat?
What, the Disney Channel?
No, I already answered the Zach Zach already answered the Zach question. I don't even
Yeah,
see
that
what
one
his
was
other
answered.
question is.
There are no other questions. The only person I see is freaking William Bryan saying, "Hey guys,
Oh my
what's
God,
up?
William
It's me,
Bryan!
William
William
Bryan."
Bryan!
Yeah.
What a go.
NASCAR's champion, Will Smith.
Closing questions in less than a minute. Please get your last minute questions in. Remember to tune into the podcast next week at Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, as usual, on the NASCAR Amino Network. Good, fun times. Well, yeah.
Hell yeah, gamers.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Woo.
NASCAR.
Woo, NASCAR. Hey, check the description of the podcast, by the way. That was like as it went live.
Started streaming
Yeah.
on Woo NASCAR.
We said woo NASCAR a lot, didn't we?
Yes, we abuse that a lot.
I liked
You
that
cannot
podcast,
abuse.
Mikey.
You can't
That might be
abuse
one of
woo
my
NASCAR.
favorites.
Well,
True.
with that, that is all of the questions I see in the chat. So thank you all for tuning in. Pretty good turnout.
Yes, sir.
Next week, we don't have any plans, but you'll find out once it goes live. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you around. Wait. I'm sorry. Okay, Nate just got a second question, and it's Caleb, did a strudel already ruin your life? A strudel, I think it's what you meant.
What?
Doodle.
Huh?
Yeah,
What
Caleb,
now?
answer the question. Answer the question.
I am generally confused.
And so,
What a storybook ending. That's all I have to
Indeed.
say.
This
What
is a
story.
storybook ending.